homework, January the 6th, 2020. And we're going to post our homework every day and put it on YouTube and your Google Classroom and maybe Facebook, so that you and your parents can check your homework each night and then fix your corrections if you make a mistake. That way there will not be any misunderstandings. My lovely assistant, my handsome assistant, Pope, will be helping me. Pope, the first one says find all the factors of 13. So factors are numbers that when you multiply them, they make 13, the factors. So it would just be 1 and 13, because we know that that is a prime number. Thank you, Pope. That's number 1. The next one we have 2 and 25 hundredths times 4 hundredths. Good job. And remember, on this kind of problem, you're just going to multiply it a regular way, and then at the very end, put your decimals where it should go. So let's watch Pope as he does this one. 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry your 1. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. And there's no need to do the 0, because the 0 would make everything 0. So, but what he has to do now is he has to put his decimal in the right place. So he has to go over 4 places, and since there's not a place there, he adds his decimal and a 0, and the answer is 9 hundredths. Got it? All right. Okay, next one. The next one we have, it says Kiana bought 5 apples at the store, and each apple cost 39 cents. How many apples did Kiana spend on how much money did Kiana spend on apples? It says each. Remember, I like you to underline your word problems as key words. So we're going to be, each means we're going to either multiply or divide. And since we don't know the total, that means we have to multiply. 39 cents times 5. Go over 2 places. It's $1.95. Good job. Good job. The next one says find the quotient. And we know that when we find the quotient, what are we doing, guys?
Dividing.
We're dividing. And this one has 182 and 4/10 divided by 1 and 2/10. Good job. Divided by 1 and 2/10. And again, we know that we can't have a decimal in the divisor. So we need to multiply by a power of 10. We're going to multiply 1 and 2/10 times 10 so that we can move that decimal over and make that 12. But if I move it there, I also have to multiply by 10, my dividend by 10 as well. So now that changes the whole problem. That changes it. Now it's 1,824 divided by 12. Then we solve it. And the answer is 152. Excellent. Our next problem says Kayla has 1 pizza. She wants to share her pizza with her 5 friends and herself included. How much pizza will each person receive? And this is something we haven't really done yet. So she's got 1 pizza, and she's dividing it among her and her 5 friends. And how would I write that as a fraction? 1/6. If I wanted to do this and then do the reciprocal, I can do that as well. It still gives me 1/6. Each person will get 1/6 of that pizza. The next one says to simplify these two fractions. Simplify 5, 4, 6 for me. 4, 6. Thank you, Pope, for doing this at the last minute. I just kind of pulled him and Sweet Ellis out. Said, will you help me? Thank you. 2/3, that's right, that's correct. 4, 6 is equivalent to 2/3. And then 10/15. Yes, I'm going to divide 5 from the top and the bottom, and I got 2/3. 10/15 is 2/3. On the next one, it says 3/10 plus 2/5. And when it says find the sum, so it means, yeah, for this one, yeah, so this is fractions actually. 3/10, even though that is 3/10 as a decimal. But write that as a, thank you, write it as a fraction, plus 2/5. So hard to handle. And our common denominator would be, that's right, 10. 3/10 would remain the same. And 2/5 would change to 4/10. And my answer is 7/10. Good job. And then the next one is 7/8 plus 2/4. I know that this is 7/8 plus 4/8, which is, can you finish it up for me?
11.
Which is improper. We know that's really,
It's 1 and 3.
that's right, and then circle it. 1 3/8. The next problem says to model 2 times 1/3. That's like saying if I have 2 groups of 1/3, how many thirds do I have?
2/3.
2/3. That's what 2 times 1/3 is 2/3. And the next one says 3 times 1/6. Can you show me 3 times 1/6? That's right, sir. And that's tonight's homework, guys. And it took us, what, less than 10 minutes. Check your work. We hope it's all correct, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.